Hey Crush, I'm going to give you a little bonus video this week. The background lighting sucks. But anyway, real quick video. I'm going to talk about tomorrow's workouts. I think it might need a little more explanation to kind of give you guys an idea of what to expect. So, lots of snatch work tomorrow. The point of tomorrow is to help get people a little more comfortable with the snatch. Like I said, we're going to do some Olympic lifting, or a fair amount of Olympic lifting this month, and this starts with it today. So the first thing we're going to do is a snatch balance. You'll take the snatch balance and the overhead squat from the rig. The first point I want to make is that today we're supposed to find a heavy set of 5 snatch balance, a heavy set of 5 overhead squat, or I'm sorry, a heavy set of 3 overhead squat. But with that being said, if you struggle with both these movements, it is quite all right to go super light and practice this for the next 10 minutes and get comfortable with the movements rather than try to force yourself into something really heavy when you're not moving really well. Tomorrow might be a great day just to practice these movements with a really light weight, lots of repetitions, working on good form, good mechanics will go a long ways towards building a heavy snatch rather than forcing yourself to get heavy when you're not moving all that well. So first, the snatch balance. I'll take it from the rack. The point here, the good idea here is to find the same grip on the barbell as you would with your snatch. If you're doing snatch balances, it makes no sense to go a little bit closer or a little bit wider than you would with your snatch, because you're trying to work on improving your snatch. So for myself, I know when I grab the barbell, I put this part of my hand, the inside of my thumb, right on the outer ring of the barbell. So I'll take the barbell off the rack, find that spot on the bar, and then the goal here is to have a little bit of a dip, and then maybe a little bit of a press and a drop as you come underneath into the snatch balance. The goal is to not push it overhead and then squat. That's just doing an overhead squat. The goal is to transfer those feet from your pulling stance, which your feet will be a little closer together, to your squat stance a little wider. So again, I'm not asking you to straight drop underneath, which is a great snatch balance. If you can do that, that's great. If you want to have a little bit of a heaving snatch balance, which would be a little bit of a dip and drive into it, you can do that as well. But the goal is to not push it overhead and then squat. The goal is to drop under that barbell, whether it's a straight drop or whether it's a heave and drop. Drop underneath that barbell. A heavy set of 5 snatch balance will take 10 minutes. And then won't need a whole lot of transition into a heavy set of 3 overhead squats. And then we'll bring those barbells out to the floor, 10 minutes to find a heavy snatch. And now I want to talk about that credit too. This is, if you go to like a Vasa or whatever, you'll see the isolation machines for your legs, for your quads, for your hamstrings, your curls. You can do extensions. The machines with the little weights right here, you move the 10 to 20 all the way down to 130, 140, whatever they have. You take your legs, you extend them. We can do the same basic thing in the gym here, and it's a great movement. I'm just going to isolate those quads and isolate those hamstrings. Building these muscles in by themselves in this isolation mode is a great way to build some strength around the joint, help support the joint. So what we'll do is we'll take a band. Everybody use a light band. Let me see if I can point this thing down farther. We'll take a light, like a red band. You can kind of see it now. A red band for the very bottom of the rack. You'll take the band, feed it underneath the bench for the leg extensions. You'll take this band underneath the bench. You probably want, I have the bench pretty close to the rig right now. It's pretty close. I'm going to put it right either on the tongue of my shoe or right below the tongue of my shoe, right at the very bottom of my ankle. I'm going to kind of sit off the bench a little bit and then just really quickly try to get 100 extensions where you try to get that full extension of your leg. And if you do 100 of those, I would do maybe 20 or 30 one leg and then switch to 20 or 30 the other leg and just knock out 100. If you do 100 of those, it's going to get pretty hard. Again, a red band is probably sufficient for most everybody. If it's too easy, you can actually just pull the bench a little further from the rig, will make it harder. So now for the leg curls, you're going to want to pull that bench further from the rig, because now we're going to face the rig. And now you can put this right about the bottom part of your ankle again. You want to scoot back enough so you have some tension. And then sit off the bench again. I kind of sit off, really sit on the bench. I'm going to take this. I want to have some tension on the band and just curl underneath. You see, I don't get a very big extension here. I just keep it pretty close, keep that muscle pretty contracted, and just fire it. Fire it 100 times. When you do 100 of these really quick, again, the further from the rig I get, the harder it'll be. If you do 100 of those pretty quick, then I get those hamstrings pretty good. So we got some snatch balance, some overhead squats, and then some leg stuff for some curls and whatnot. and that is your Tuesday. Last thing, shame on you cherry pickers today. Shame on you.